Hey, good Monday morning, Facebook fans. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Carolyne Rodrigues, and I'm here. It is, oh my goodness, it is Monday, April 1st. So jump on, tell me who's tuning in. Where are you guys calling in from? It's been a couple weeks since I've been on here, and I'm excited to be back. I took a 2-week hiatus. I had some friends that were visiting, some family that were visiting, and just excited to be here and share some of my thoughts with you. So if you're around, if you're able to jump on, come on and say hello. It's Carolyne Rodrigues, and I am here live from Fort Myers. So let me just start there. So hey Teresa, nice to see you. I was just tagging a few people saying hello, hello, hello. And what's happening in your neck of the woods? There's the beautiful Cindy Jacqueline. She's always here, listening, blowing hearts. Nice to see you. Sealing is from sunny Sarnia. Oh, calling in from, I'm saying Sealing. Calling in from sunny Sarnia. That's great. The snow is melting. Yeah. It's spring, you guys, but yeah, where I live when I'm up north where I live, they had a pounding of snow, right, Jane? I know Jane lives, is a friend of mine from Collingwood. So anyhow, guys, I wanted to just get started and say hello. Thank you for tuning in to my magical Mondays. I love Mondays. For me, it's an opportunity to etch a sketch. If you had a bad week, etch a sketch it, start over. If you had a good week, just draw on that etch a sketch and celebrate. So here I am talking to you about experiences that I have, and I wanted to share with you something today that I was going over as I'm heading into a leadership conference and a 3-day event. I'm coming up to Ottawa, guys. Looking forward to seeing some of you. Leaving the beautiful sunny Southwest Florida, coming to Ottawa. And I was thinking about, what makes a great leader? Because I started my business, oh my goodness. I started as an entrepreneur at the age of 10, packaging up full of brush orders for my grandmother. So I think I got an early start on, what are all the things you do to become an entrepreneur. So one of them required stapling my grandmother's orders together and getting them out while she delivered full of brush. Hey Sue, nice to see you. I thought you'd be on the golf course today. Anyhow, so what am I talking about today? The traits of great leaders, because I can tell you guys when I first started into my entrepreneurship adventure, I had no idea what that meant. So this has been a whole education process for me where I've had to, teach myself, Carolyne Rodrigues University, find the people, follow the people who are doing what I want to do, and then emulate those people. So today I want to share with you the traits of great leaders. And this is one of the things that I learned. Oh, there's my mom. Hi, mom. Little squirrel moments as I see people coming on. So one of the things I learned is that I needed to surround myself with people who were, smarter than me. And that's okay, because as I learn, I'm going to come up to their standards, right? Figure out what they're doing best and figure out what I know how to do and then delegate the rest. Because in the beginning, I just did everything. I thought I was responsible for doing it all and I was burning out. So I learned something from, and I've shared this with you guys before, Jack Canfield from his success principles, the 3 Ds. Who knows what those 3 Ds are? Somebody give me one. I know some of you guys know this, right? So do it, dump it, or delegate it, right? I was doing it all. I wasn't dumping anything and I wasn't delegating anything, and I was, heading into burnout. So great leaders, who's out there that you want to emulate, that you want to follow, that's doing what you want to do? Number 2 is demand accountability. That's what great leaders do. But they demand that accountability of themselves first. They don't ask others to do something that they're not willing to do. So leaders always go first, right? And then they hold their people to a higher standard. And that's how I started to grow into the leader that I am, is that people who were mentoring me were, you know, I was here, they were here, and they were raising me up to a standard that they believe without, you know, you can't go from the bottom of the mountain to the top, but step by step, gradually raising up, you know, your standards, right? And asking tough questions. So when I get into those pity party moments, it's like I say, what would my friend blankety blank do in this situation, right? And that goes whether it's for business or for personal, right? Who do you admire that handles themselves well? And think about what would they do? How would they handle a situation? Great leaders, when they're demanding accountability, they request the best from you and themselves. They request the best from you and themselves. I always aim to do my best. It may not come out my best, but at that time, that's what it is. And so leadership, these people up here are going to raise me up. And accountability also means having your, I call it, I learned this from a wonderful leader out there, is a friend of mine, Suzanne Hart. I like to give credit where credit's due when I learn things. And she taught me about something called the love posse, or your tribe of 5. Who are the 5 people that will hold you accountable for, you know, the things that you do well, pat you on the back, and for the things that, maybe that isn't really you, Carolyne, right? Maybe that isn't really you, Cindy. Maybe that isn't really you, Teresa. And it's being able to receive that information and not take it as criticism, but an ability to say, gosh, did I really do that? And is that who I really am, right? So that's what great leaders do, is they demand that accountability. And as you grow your leadership, and as you teach other people to grow their leadership, you want to be asking those questions. Okay, I'm just going to turn my volume up a bit here. All right, great leaders also inspire other people, right? How do they do that? By their own actions, right? I'm inspired by some of you on the line here. Teresa Van Hoosen, oh my goodness, you've lost like 80 pounds, 85 pounds. She's totally transformed her life. So she inspires me to say, Carolyne, you can do better. Cindy Jacqueline lost over 100 pounds and is helping other people, you know, shed that unwanted weight, right? So I look to these people, who's inspiring you, who's doing what you want to do, and use that inspiration, right? Great leaders, as they're inspiring other people, they cast a vision for others to follow. Right? They cast that vision. That I needed that. Teresa, 90 pounds. Awesome, girl. You are just melting away. And, you know, how do you inspire other people? Your passion. I know some of you are very passionate on this line about who you are, how you live your life, what you do, right? Great leaders are passionate, because who wants to follow somebody that has a sort of ho-hum kind of attitude, right? So let your passion shine through, whatever it is that you love doing, let that shine through, right? Great leaders, as they're inspiring other people, they also have a sense of urgency. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. I'm not waiting for the perfect circumstance. I remember the first time I was speaking, I was invited to come up and tell my story at the front of the room, and I had written it all out, and you know, I had this huge story. And as I'm walking up to the front of the room with the gentleman who's escorting me up there, because I was like deathly afraid, he just ripped it all up, and he said, Carolyne, you're just going to do it. You're going to speak from here. And I'm like, but I'm not ready. No, sense of urgency. You're never going to be ready. Do it now. The sooner you do it, the better you're going to get. And like they say, speed of the leader, speed of the pack. So if you're looking to create a tribe that are going to follow you, you know, how badly do you want it? Somebody share that with me. How badly do you want it? Okay, number 4, great leaders are engaged. They're engaged in their surroundings. They're present to what's going on. So many people are in their devices now. They have no idea what's going on around you, how they can influence somebody with just a smile, with just a hello, right? Because there's so many people out there that are lost, that are just looking for that human connection because we're so distracted by social media these days, right? So be aware of who is around you and how you can bless them just with your presence, right? Pay attention and listen. So I know often when I'm at an event, hey Satbir, how are you? When I'm at an event and people are coming up and talking to me and somebody's waiting to talk to me, I do my best to just focus on the person in front of me, because it's easy to be talking to this person and looking over here and looking over there. And that tells a story in itself, you guys. So, all right, so be engaged in your surroundings. You never know who's going to show up and going to bless your life, right? Great leaders, they seek out positive people, and I know those of you on the line here you have those positive traits. You have an optimistic outlook on life. You expect success. Do you? Do you guys expect success? Whew, let me fix my dentures. Do you guys expect success? That was a Wayne Dyer saying that I saw, and I heard him in Ottawa, actually, the year before he passed, and he said, expect success instead of the opposite. So many of us are, downtrodden, expecting failure, right? And surround yourself with like-minded people, because, guys, whatever it is you take on, whatever goal it is. I mean, I want to be a better golfer. I want to be, better in the gym, build better, stronger muscles, right? So quitting is not an option. There are days when I don't feel like doing any of that stuff, the things that I say I want to do, but I put my hat on and I go, okay, this is not an option. Just, like the Nike saying goes, just do it, right? Great leaders are also, they're big thinkers, they're big dreamers. And this is something I've always been good at. I was always daydreaming about stuff. And interestingly enough, the things that you focus on, you find, right? How many of you have heard that, right? What you focus on, you find, right? So visualize daily. How many of you have a vision board? I'd love for you to post it in the chat. I know we've talked about this before. So once we're all done, I would love to see, what do you envision for your life, right? Because great leaders do that. They have a big vision for their life. They see things as they want them to be, not as they are. Because current circumstances, you guys, will take you out of the game, right? It's that envisioning the possibility and putting those blinders on and say, this is where I'm going. This is what I want. This is what I deserve. And I'm going to tell you, that's how I've achieved a lot of things in my life, by tuning out the naysayers and the negative self-talk in my head and visualizing on those pictures, right? Hey, Jacqueline, there's somebody I haven't seen in a long time, right? So visualization is so key. Great leaders also live in a place of possibility. That's my hashtag. Hashtag it's possible, right? I'm always telling myself it's possible, because if it's possible for that person, it's possible for Carolyne. If it's possible for Carolyne, it's possible for Satbir, right? You guys can have everything that you desire when you decide, right? Envision. Great leaders envision the outcome that they deserve. Like Miss Teresa Van Heusen, 90 pounds lighter, right? And last, I want to leave you with this, is that they understand the power of gratitude. And this is something that I've had to learn. I was always looking around, like, this is what she has, this is what he has, that is what they have. And I was never satisfied with what I had until I started looking back and thinking, wow, that was pretty good. I had a good life. I traveled all around the world as a flight attendant. But a lot of those years, I complained about my working environment. And I know there were people who would kill to take my place. So now I learned to live in what is now. Not what was yesterday, not what's tomorrow, but what is today bringing me, right? And acknowledging the people who have helped you get there, right? If somebody helped you in a sport, somebody helped you get better, like Teresa, you know, there are people along the way that have inspired you and you've learned from, and same with you, Cindy and Sapir, and so many of you on the line, right? Acknowledge the people who've helped you get to where you are. And turn around and acknowledge the people who are helping you get to where you want to go. Right? That's something that I think is foremost in my heart, is that I'm ever grateful to the amazing team that I've attracted. And yes, you will attract what you think about, right? So start and end each day with gratitude, because gratitude will bring you more of what you seek. And gratitude raises your vibration, and your vibration will attract that which you want. So guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope that this has helped you. If it has, and you're in a group and you think it'll benefit some other people, feel free to share this there, because we inspire and lead and teach each other all the time. If you're listening to this in replay time, you know, hashtag replay and tell me what you got out of this. And, you know, I'd love to hear what do you believe are traits of a good leader, and who would you follow? Who are the people that you are following? And yeah, go follow me on my Carolyne Rodrigues coach page. And I do have a private group if you wish to join. It's called Empower You, where we post relevant things about health, wealth, mindset, videos, all kinds of fun things. So it's all about creating that community, you guys. So have a blessed Sunday. Have a blessed Monday. It's always Sunday somewhere, right? Have a blessed Monday. And for those of you in my Isogenics team, can't wait to see you this weekend in Ottawa. We have so much to celebrate. It's going to be a rocking weekend. And remember, no snow, because I'm coming north. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.